I'm like a fire, burning bright. In the darkest night, I shine so bright. No matter what they say, I won't be swayed. I'm unbreakable, I will never fade. Through the storms and the pouring rain, I'll face every challenge, I won't be tamed. I'll keep pushing forward, won't back away. I'm unshakable, I will never fade. I won't back down, I won't give in. I'll keep on fighting till the end. I'm unbreakable, I'm here to stay. Like a star in the sky, I will never fade. Through the storms and the pouring rain, I'll face every challenge, I won't be tamed. I'll keep pushing forward, won't back away. I'm unshakable, I will never fade. I'm beyond the dream, what I used to be. Unlocking my path to my destiny. Shining so bright, no room for a doubt. I'll follow this path without any cloud. Futures in my hands, carving my fate. With purpose I'm found, no time to wait, no looking back. I'm ready to go, I'll follow my dreams, let the whole world know. Shine, shine, brighter than before. My destiny calling, I'll answer the door. Walk the path with no turning back. With fire in my soul, I'll never lack. Do you understand the pain that we feel, the struggles we face, the wounds that won't heal? We sit out there, judging from above. Have you ever lived in the shoes of love? We navigate the world full of strife, day in, day out, just trying to survive. You may be mighty, with powers untold, but have you experienced the powers of the bold? Take a walk in our shoes, see what we see. a small town. Logic ng path which increase, embracing the unknown with great feast. Magic and freedom ignite my heart with ethereal flame. I make my art a journey song, the journey of freedom. Long last led me to the truth. The world amassed the unknown prophet. I am now revealed in perfect love and trust. My purpose is rich and praise. We dance in the fire. Together we rise higher and higher. In service to the Lord and Lady Divine. We embrace whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Good morning, my beautiful stars. Happy Tuesday to you all. Welcome on in, everybody. Hello, everybody. I am, as you can see here, the Unknown Prophet. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except the weekends, guys. So make sure you know that. And I'm here to help you with the best possible path I can. That's right. I'm here to light your worlds on fire and set your worlds ablaze by putting you on the most positive path I can that leads you to your best day ever. Yeah, even I have my issues and problems, guys, things I'm working through as well. Right now I'm trying to wonder. I was asking a friend of mine why I can't seem to make in real life friends earlier. So that's why my post was out there today about friends and how our friends and community are growing together even stronger every day. I would love more community on my Discord. I would love more community there. I would love to build something where we can all get together, maybe have some fun sometimes and just get together. I need some online friends. I need you. I need you. Okay, enough whining. Anyway, we are ready to rock and roll. The cards have been pre-shuffled, but I will do a cleansing shuffle for you. Oh, what's my Discord? You just press exclamation Discord. It should pop up just like this. Discord. Da 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 da. There we go. I spelt it wrong. Fuck. Discord. There. There. It just popped up. There's my Discord server. Thank you, moderator. So that's my Discord. Feel free to join it. Become of my community. I try to pay attention to the general chat and stuff like that, but I haven't got a really big community, guys. I'm being honest. I am 5 followers away from being 666 followers. Don't think that doesn't giggle me inside a tiny bit. Anyway, so we're gonna get to doing readings here in just a second, guys. Sorry, my GERD has been acting up like a madman this morning, and I have a acid reflux disease. Basically, that's kind of making me cough a lot today. So if I'm coughing a lot today, it's because my stomach is just not happy with me, even though I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. And sometimes that's why I don't eat breakfast right away in the mornings, because my stomach just doesn't want anything to eat. Because it's got all these weird stomach issues. But hey, you're gonna come here to find out about my medical stuff. I'm here to help you guys. Anyway, welcome in, guys. So, as we are here ready to do the ethereal fire readings, I just want to say thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being here. Hey, if you're on YouTube or any other device and you want to see this and come here and get a reading for yourself, you got to come to twitch.tv, the Unknown Prophet 1. That's how you find me, guys. The Unknown Prophet 1 on twitch.tv. That's where I'm exclusively doing my readings from. So if you want a reading, you got to come here to get one, okay? And sign up and become a follower and be my friend and all of that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm going to get to your reading. Throw me your numbers and your question right now, Sen, and we'll get to the reading part of it. So I was just kind of, babbling. Yeah, me and babble. And, exciting news. Me and my wife's, 19-year anniversary is coming up here in June 6th. So I may not be streaming on June 6th, just to warn you guys, because that's our anniversary. And I don't know about you, but you don't do that to your wife. Unless she's sleeping, of course, and then I'll just stream like normal and we'll get together as well. So throw me your numbers and or questions. So other than that, I don't really plan on taking any more breaks for a while. I am going to continue to do readings. I am kind of taking a back on publishing the deck for a while, guys. I'm taking a step back from it because I don't seem to have motivation. I don't seem to have a lot of support that is being drawn to me that way. All of your guys's money, except for the stuff that says buy me lunch, and trust me, I could use some money right now. I'm not greedy by any stretch of the imagination. These are free readings. I never expect you to give me anything here except your time. But if you ever have the ability to give me something and pay it forward to me, I would greatly appreciate it. Any tips and things you want. Now, with that said, we need to get going and doing the readings. I'm just waiting for Sen to send me his numbers and question for today. So once we get that, we'll get going. So how was your stream today? I saw you streaming earlier. I almost popped in there earlier, and you got to go check out Sen is a Senpai Cyan, who I don't know how to say his name right all the way, but Sen, as I call him, is a extremely gifted a tarot reader as well. So if you're in the middle of a reading and you need me to skip you for a bit, let me know. Okay. All right. Well, let's go. Tell you what, I'm lighting my first cigarette. You don't want a reading now? Okay, you're here for a reading? Nah, I'm cool. All right, well, I'm just waiting for questions and numbers. You're up whenever you're ready. If you can't stay in chat or can't be here, I can always put you down back on the list a little bit too. If you want me to move on to Fluffy or Racer or something. Okay, 10 and 13 general. Mm-hmm. All right, here are your 10 official. Do you want me to cleanse? Or do you want, I did a pre-cleanse, but you want me to see me cleanse? I'm going to do it anyway. Cleansing the cards, get your energy on the cards anyway. So let me draw that up here real quick and put that energy into these cards. And take that, what you're giving to me as well. Yep. Okay, here are your 10 official shuffles there, Sen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got to turn my sound down on something here. 4. It was on 4. 5, 6, 7. God cards. That was 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. And the 13th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the 13th card is now on top for you, Sen. Oh, okay. Trifecta? Nope. All right, Sen. Let's talk about some things here, right? Okay, it's time for the unknown prophet to go to work, as I like to say. And we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 God card message for you as well. Just to make sure I counted those out right. And here we go with what we have to say to you. So, as you are starting to realize that it has to come down to you making a more obtainable, easier path for you to follow. And what you're currently doing and working on right now, it feels like what I need to tell you is it's time to take a step back and start to think about all of the actions that you want to make next. How do you want to manifest that change? How do you want to move things into the right direction? How do you want to keep things on track? How do you want to do all of that stuff? And it's good to be determined about your goals and dreams from time to time, but sometimes we got to take a step back and we got to appreciate each step as it's the most beautiful step in the world. Because every time we take that one step forward and we don't take a step back, hey, we take a step back, but it's only one step, right? One step back, 5 steps forward, as I like to say. There is something that you aren't dealing with in your past right now that I feel like you have to kind of think about a little bit about why maybe some things in the plan haven't always gone the right way in the past, and maybe some things that you have been planning for or planned to do didn't work out the way they were supposed to. But it's important for you to realize that this was all given to you as that gift of experience. Now you get to decide whether you can look at that and see that as the history that it actually is, and moving forward into a brave new world and take the first new step into being who you are meant to be. And you are who you are meant to be. You are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're living the life you're supposed to be living. So know that with the being card being in the future, it's not that you're trying to reach that being, it's that you're trying to show yourself that you have become that being, and that you have become that new soul, that new revitalized person who takes into account all of the other factors, but believes in themselves wholeheartedly no matter what. And it feels like there might be some sadness surrounding the past there that maybe we haven't dealt with a little bit there, but it's more about going through a stage. We're going through stages, just like we go through stages of grief. We're going through a stage where it's not necessarily depression, it's just melancholy slash maybe a little bit down on myself, wondering if I'm doing the right job, am I doing okay kind of stuff. The self-questioning stuff we normally do as readers, we give all this beautiful advice out to people, and then we come to other people like me, like you just did to me, and we seek out those other readers to make sure we put ourselves in check sometimes. I respect any reader who goes out to another reader and actually gets a reading from somebody, because that shows me something. That shows me that you're aware enough that this stage that you're going through, even though it feels like you're just breaking through the clouds now and the sun is starting to shine in your world, now is that plan that we need to step to walk into that sunshine even more. Now we have to deal with whatever is going on in the past. And what I'm feeling from the past is more of well, it was kind of told to me earlier. It's may not be a conscious thing you're aware of sometimes, but it's something unconsciously that you're doing to yourself. And I'm using her words because they seem like they would resonate with you. Exactly. And that means that sometimes clouds are going to come in, but they're always going to drift off. You're the power source that makes those clouds break apart. And that's what the point is. You are the sun in the sky. You are the light that shines through for other people. You are bringing other people out of their depression, out of their sadness, out of their thing. And as you guys work together in readings, and when you are giving a reading, you're giving yourself a reading too. So as I'm saying these words to you, I'm saying them to myself as well. The unconscious thing. Let me see if I can tap into it. I know you say you feel like it's that approval. It's the wanting that validation and approval that you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. But there's this underline of that there's some part of you that still hasn't resolved something from the past. It might have to do with bullying, or it might have to do with people picking on you or something like that. Because like I said, this resonates with me because this is what was just basically told to me, and now I'm feeling like I have to tell you this. So, there's a reason for that. So, and it just feels like, from what I'm feeling, you're not doing anything wrong. It's more of you have to heal the little boy inside of the last little bits of damage that was done to him, even if it was little damage at most of the time, but there's still damage in all of our past. We all have things we regret and wish we had done better. And that's moving on and moving forward from those things. And what I'm feeling more from anything is it's tied into, like I said, a sense of wanting or connection. Like I said, I'm feeling very connected to you in this because I think we share a similar issue. It seems like people don't always want to be around you. Sometimes you wonder if your energy's too much. And oh, yeah. And you resonate with what they're trying to tell you and resonate back with what what you tell them. And as you hear the words come out of your mouth, sometimes it's like, oh, wait, I should be doing that for myself. Dope. So that's your generator. Just working through some stuff. It's just working through some things, getting your head back on straight, getting back on the right track, getting back on the right thing, And not all of us understand what our own what we project, what people see in us sometimes. And we have to be like the friend reminded me of Tov. Remember, they're under no obligation to do anything for you. They can either communicate with you or not communicate you, but just be their friend to be their friend, nothing more, nothing less. If they want to talk and communicate with you, talk when they want to talk. Don't talk when they don't want to talk. And leave them the hell alone when they want to be left the hell alone. God card time. Oh, God. Okay, God card time for Seni. God card messages for you. 5 cards, one for each element almost, kind of a way. So where you need to be more grounded and centered in your elemental earth is you need to bring balance back to the earth. You need to remind yourself that you are a child of this earth and you have to take care of her as well as you take care of yourself. and how you honor the earth is by tending to yourself and taking care of yourself, and realizing that maybe there are two different worlds that may be opposing right now, but you bring those two worlds together and they can be the beautiful symphony that you always wanted of your life. Just like I had to learn a long time ago, and I'm still kind of learning it to this day in some respects. I feel like I am trying to reach that oneness inside, that person who is not just Joshua, not just the unknown prophet, but me. We all know what that means. I know what me is. Not you won't know that because you're not me, But understand that there's a thin gray line that we all walk down, and it doesn't matter if you're walking positive or negative all of the time. You can't keep doing both of those different lifestyles, whatever way it is. You got to find a way to bring them together so they can harmoniously come together and be that thing that you need inside. It's time to take a leap of faith in your fire. It's time to start to trust something that you have wanted to do, the passionate thing that you've always wanted to do, to feel your fire be that will and intent. It's time to put it to task and say, this is what it will be. And it will only be that. I'm going to take this leap because I know I trust you. I trust you. I trust the guides. I trust everyone around me. I know I'm going to get caught. I'm not afraid of falling. I'm afraid of the jump. You know what I'm saying? You are more resilient than you are giving yourself credit for. A lot of this that's been done to you recently has been trying to teach you how to build more, better, stronger shields. In order for you to know how to do that, sometimes the universe sends you a little bit of crap your way, and you've got to learn how to block, like Karate Kid kind of style, and sometimes you have to separate the ugly part of what you are seeing in yourself and the beautiful side of yourself. But you are the beautiful person you were always born to be, just like the flower card comes to tell you. It doesn't matter that what people may or may not see in you. You know who you are and how beautiful of a person you are. And it's time for you to recognize that and just not worry about all the other stuff. It's time to let that go. And whatever you keep, and this was water, more resilient, water-based kind of stuff, because that's your birch tree. That's water resilience. That's fortitude. And then this is your air, the flower, the smells and the airs and the lifeblood, bringing into your life and blood as well. And then your spirit card is telling me, I need to kick you off of your safe spot and put you on a path that doesn't mean you waiting around for answers to come to you. It's time to create the destiny you want. It's time to choose a path. They gave you a recommendation with an easy path being maybe that's the way you want to go down, but maybe you decide to do something different. You decide where you want to go. It's your journey, your path, nobody else's but that. And they just want you to understand and recognize that. And your gods are telling me that you're not that far away from being the perfect person you want to be, but we're always striving for perfection. We know we're never really going to reach perfection until we go to that next level, until we reach the Summerlands or heaven or whatever you want to call it. And that just means, things are going the way they're supposed to. And I really feel that you're being very present in your journey and being very mindful about your journey. But sometimes we got to give into the emotion of it all and just sometimes let it all out. And sometimes I think maybe you just need a scream session. Just, go into a soundproof room and scream your head off as hard and as long as you can do it. Just to let some of that oomph out, to show that fiery spirit of yours, because I know you have one. So that's what I have for you today, Sen. I hope that helped you a lot. I hope that gave you some guidance and some things to think about. You know me, just trying to help you live the best day ever and put you on a path that's right for you. So that's what we're here to do. All right, now we're going to go to Fluffy. Fluffy, welcome back and returning chatter for the wonderful, wonderful your turn. It is time to throw me your numbers and or question. And that we're all doing, just doing the great, beautiful life. And, anyone who wants to come into Sen Paul's stream, I definitely recommend him. He's a very talented reader. He does it a little bit different than me, but you know what? That's what we're here for there. So And now I'm going to start to do your cleansing shuffle right now, Fluffy. And you want to first question is me and my girlfriend's relation towards with life, and two is my mom and dad leave or what? Okay. Well, my girlfriend's going towards with life. How's you and your girlfriend's gonna go? Life gonna go, and then my mom and dad will leave or what? I'm guessing that you're wondering if they're gonna stick around or not. Well, go to TC Stream. Go self care. Go do all of that stuff. Go see all that. Go give my student a baby student give her version of what she needs to tell you today. I appreciate you here, there, son. All right, so. Just want to make sure I understood your question there, Fluffy. Do I have it right? We'll see you later, Sen. Love you. All right, Fluffy. Now back to you. Do I have that right? You want to know how your relationship with your girlfriend is going? Oh, or if it's going to break up, how it's going to go, stuff like that, right? If you're going to break up, and something about the parents? My mom and dad. Oh, your mom and dad want you to break up or something like that? I'm sorry. Let me tune in. I need to tune in better. I need to cleanse these cards a little bit better. I'm going to see what the cards have to tell you. Let's just go. I trust my intuitions. I trust myself. So we're going to do what we have to do. All right, here we go. Those feel right for you. So here we go. 10 shuffles and 20th card is your shuffle. 10 official shuffles starting now. 1. God cards. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, and the last and final shuffle, the 10th shuffle, 10th. And now we go to 20th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the 20th card is now on top. So we want to know what's going on with the girlfriend and the family. And let's see what we can find out for you with the cards today. I see. I want to answer most of this question here. Right now for you. Okay, so from what I'm feeling from this here. Okay, I understand what you're asking now. And I kind of see that now that I understand why when you said that cleared all the dots off, because I was like, girlfriend, and my mom and dad gonna break up or what? Well, there is some reassessment going on. They are looking at their relationship and trying to decide if they can keep it working or not. They're trying to see, maybe do they want to do counseling, or maybe they want to do something else different, or maybe they have to change some things about how they communicate and stuff. It feels like it's a time to kind of go back in and figure some stuff out. It's mom and dad stuff that they just got to work on their own. It's like, it's mostly communication issues with your mom and dad. It's just that they're not communicating right in that physical, mental, and spiritual way. I don't care how old you are. You still physically can touch someone's face, hold someone's hand, and show them how much you love them. You can still mentally tell them every day how much you love them. You can still spiritually tell them every day by just being present and being there. And it feels like they're going through this period of trying to figure all of that shit out. They don't know what the future is going to hold yet. They don't know what they're going to do yet. They're still kind of in the early stages of saying, do we want to, is this still working? Is this not working? And I think your parents are being kind of really cordial about it, not really fighting a whole lot about it. But when they are, they're doing it very, very loudly and very, very aggressively. You know what I'm saying? So it's either quiet as a mouse or I need to close my door and turn my music so I don't hear you anymore kind of shit. You know? And it might not seem like it now. But the thing you have to understand is this is the hard path. This is not for you to do. This is not your journey to help decide what happens with your mom and dad. But you can be the person who's determined by showing them as their son, as their daughter, as their person, how much you love both parents equally, and try to understand both parents' point of view, but don't take sides. Whatever you do, don't take sides. Love them equally and always. I know sometimes we like to pick some mom or dad wants to pick us, and there are legal reasons for going with certain people, but, you know, and hello, subscriber, Ivanka, welcome in. Thank you very much. Did you change your name? Because I don't recognize that name, subscriber, but welcome on in. Maybe you got a gifted sub or something. But welcome on in. Nice to see you. I'm going to call you Ava. Oh, Kuma. Okay, Kuma, I got... Anyway, moving back into your reading there, okay there, Fluffy? Tribulator, yeah. Okay, I was like, yeah. It's been a while. Just the name change, you know? And the hard path tells us that there are things that you can do that keep you determined on the path to try to keep them together. But there is a part of you that kind of feels like you're not quite sure they're going to stay together. And I don't think that it's there yet. But I think if it goes any much longer the way it's going, it might start heading that way a little bit faster than you want it to. There is something deep underneath the surface that they're not telling each other about. There's some broken pain or something that they haven't forgiven each other for or something that they're not talking about. They're both putting on masks to keep themselves protected and safe right now, and rather than showing who they really are behind that mask. And I think they've been living behind the marriage mask for a while. And we all get complacent. We all get into routines, into the things that we do and doing the things that are most in. And sometimes we don't mean to, but it's like we go back behind our safety net. Even with the ones we love the most, we try to keep them safe from them feeling our pain, our sorrow, our stuff. And that takes a lot of energy from us. But there's something that they aren't talking about underneath that surface. And it goes back to some of those original vows that they did. And something that they promised each other that they would do. You know? And there's just something that they've got to work through, and they've just got to talk about it. And it's just a talking session, you know? But they have to let go of the guilt of it. It's the whole point, you know? And that is the crux of everything there is that both of them feel guilty for past mistakes, but they also feel like they can't make this work in the future either. So they don't know how to fix it. They don't know how to repair it. So they're stuck in this weird little guilt bubble between two different worlds when they need to say, fuck that shit. I need to let go of the guilt that I'm holding on to, whether it be I'm afraid I'm going to over-succeed you or I'm going to be overwhelmed by you, you know? And sometimes there's a little bit of that stirred into the pot. There's a lot of guilt associated with things that weren't done the way we hoped they would work out. Because life is life. Things don't always work out the way we want them to. It takes work to make relationships work. And I think your mom and dad need to put back in the work. That's what it really needs to happen. They need to open, honest communication again. They need to remind themselves they're each other's team member. They're the most powerful force together, but give them permission to do their own separate things. They don't need to be with you 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, okay? And then you got to allow them that freedom to open up that love that is still there. They've got to fall back in love with one another. And right now, it's too muddy and too messy. They're trying to clean it up, but just like with all really big disasters, it takes a while to clean up those messes, and it doesn't become better overnight all of the time. Ask anybody who's been in a tornado, a typhoon, or any kind of other major event that was done by weather, okay? So, Fluffy, that's what I feel like you needed to hear. Then we have God cards too, as well. And we've got two God cards. Two God cards for you. And these are for you. Just you, okay, Fluffy? Don't let what's going on with your mom and dad keep you in that fear that they're going to break apart. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. No matter what happens, they're always going to be your mom and dad. We all know that, right? But somewhere inside, we don't know that. We think one of them or both of them are going to stop loving us in some way, shape, or form when they're not really going to do that. So don't let yourself freeze in place with those small, tiny fears that keep you walking on ice. Don't be afraid to voice your opinion to both of your parents. Hey, go grab both of your parents, sit them down on the stupid couch, and talk to them like they were a teenager, okay? Because maybe it's time for them to learn how to donate back to themselves and donate back to the family they want. Donating back to your family, giving time, giving space, giving energy, giving the ability to change and grow on my own terms. You're a support person along with that as well, but you got to start to donate back to yourself too, Fluffy. And you got to start giving back the stuff that you need for your life. Your mom and dad will be okay no matter what happens. They're always going to be a part of your life. That I don't think is a question in your mind. I think more of it is like that, you know? No? What do you mean, no? Tell me what I got wrong. That's okay to tell me. And when I don't get things right or things aren't on point, if it resonates with you, take what does resonate with you. But they're saying it's time to give back to yourself. And you're saying, no, why can't you do that? You're not responsible for them. You're not responsible for anything. And you had a question about the girlfriend thing kind of got me all weird. Is there still something with a girlfriend that you want me to know about? Okay. I hope that helped you in some way, shape, or form. If nothing else, I gave you something to think about. Always go do what's right for you and your family. Make your best day ever start today by just showing them how to be a positive, beautiful person and remind them just, as much as you can. No parent trapping, okay? They don't need that right now. They need to work out their issues on their own. And maybe you need to sit them down on the. Oh, I think that's what you're saying. No, sit them down on the stupid couch and talk to them like a teenager. No, you say. Sometimes our parents need to be parented. Well, that's good. Did you want to know anything about that? Because I felt like there was a question with that too. Because you broke it up into two different questions. I think I answered more of the parent question than the girlfriend question. Before I move on, I want to make sure. If you're good, just say, I'm good, and I'll go to racers next. But just like you are paying attention to the relationships in your mom and dad's life, do the same there for you and your new girlfriend. Open, honest communication. Be each other's support member. Be the most powerful team together. Give her space. Give her time. Give her whatever she needs. Tell her how much you love her every day. As much as you can, show her in affectionate, physical, mental, and spiritual ways all around. And just take the lessons your parents are showing you how to do it wrong and not do that. Racer, it is your turn. Racer, it is your turn. Welcome to the room. Okay, now it's getting warmer again. Yep, it's your turn. I'm going to start cleansing the cards off for you. It's your turn. Throw me numbers and or question of the day. It's your turn. Get in here. You're next, Kuma. Tribulator. Whatever you want me to call you now. Ooh, those feel good. And thank you for being a subscriber too as well, Tribulator. 4 and 6, and do you want a general reading? Or what do you want to know? I'm feeling general, but general? Is it general time for you? You're typing. I'm gonna take a smoke real quick. Just recoup a spoon or two, and then I'll get into your reading. Once I see what you want to know. Okay. Interesting numbers. All right. And here we go with your 4 official shuffles, Racer. 1, 2, 3, 4. No God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to know about the girlfriend thingy, huh? And the romantic thing between you and the person that you're thinking of. We want to know if it's possible, right? Kind of, I want to check to see if the universe thinks this is possible, if this is something I should go for or not go for. Well, let's see what they have to tell you today there, okay, Racer? So, this girl that you are, or person that you're thinking of, right, Racer? The person that you're currently thinking of, there has to be a little bit more communication about what your expectations are. I don't know if you've communicated effectively with this person, how you feel in a physical, mental, and spiritual way, how you are attracted to her, how you think about what you do think about her every day. Is it just her beauty, or is it what she has on the inside and stuff like that? And also, it's about that connection when you just feel that other person's soul, you know? And you're starting to feel that soul attraction. You feel pulled to someone. You feel called to someone. And that's sometimes the key to go talk to that person. And the communication thing is what has to happen first. Reach out and say, a normal conversation. Hi, how are you today? I'd like to know more about you. Would you like to know more about me? And just start the normal conversation of just getting to know someone. You're just getting to know someone at first. Remind yourself that even if you are physically attracted, you don't know what she has on the inside. You don't know what issues or problems she may have. You have no idea what her life is like or anything like that. You're going on an image. We want to fall in love with the soul. We're ready for the soulmate, right? Not just the outward appearance. So now we've matched the beauty with the insides as well. Seeing the real reflection of this person that you're thinking of. And I don't know if you're seeing all of the whole picture here, because she may be a beautiful person on the outside, but may be a very jumbled up mess on the inside. And from what I'm feeling right now, she's kind of in this turmoil of her own life right now, trying to figure herself out a little bit, or him. I think it's a her. Is it a her, Racer? I don't always get pronoun. The masculine feminine sometimes doesn't always come clear. Yeah, her. I thought it was a her. But, and the outward appearance, just be careful. It's okay to love and lust after someone, but right now you're in lust, not in love. Okay? It's not love until you start communicating with her and talking with her and learning who she really is. You have to find out what's going on. A lot of this is pointing out that this may not be the girl for you, unfortunately, because there's an inner oak card as well. And that means there's a lot of stuff that has to be, she's moving away from, maybe she just got out of a bad relationship, and maybe she just got out of a bad relationship, and that might be why she's not ready for you yet. She's got to move some old baggage off, heal from that baggage, and then be ready for love again. I don't think she's there yet. I don't think she's to a point where she's ready to accept a new love in her life, but maybe a new friend, maybe a new person to get to know. She might be ready for that, but I don't think she's ready for love in any way, shape, or form right now. She's too busy tending to herself. And the girl you're thinking of is trying to bring her life back to have some kind of sense and beauty right now. And like I said, everything is showing me that there's a lot of things on the inside you don't know anything about. That she may look beautiful, but she has a lot of damage that was done to her because of that beauty. Because she was always deemed the pretty one, she never had to, do some of the things that some of the other girls had to do, She never had to fight for a boyfriend. She never had to fight for anything. But she fell in love with creeps and guys who would take advantage of her. That's what I'm feeling. I feels like she just came out of an abusive relationship or something where that's the kind of feeling I'm getting from her. And what I'm getting more from her is she just needs to deal with herself right now. I don't think she'd be interested in anything more than a friendship, honestly. So just be careful not to let that grow into obsession. Keep it a nice healthy lust, okay? Nice healthy lust all you want, but there comes a point where you got to give it a limit. Either you got to put out the communication and express how you feel about them and find out the answers that you're looking for, because the only real place you're ever going to get those answers are by talking to her, right? So that's the first step. Then find out who she is on the inside. See if it matches the outside. That's all. Then remind yourself, if you do find out there are things she's working on, that she might not be ready quite yet, but she might have a little bit more than a half an hour left on that stove to cook yet. But when she's done, she'll be ripe and ready for you to eat. You know what I'm saying? But right now, she needs to get back to tending to herself. It's not a you issue. It's a I'm not ready for anyone issue. That's what the cards are telling me, and that's what my intuition is telling me. But I wouldn't be afraid of trying. How about that? I would at least try. And that at least then one way or the other. But she doesn't know you or hasn't seen you yet. How could she possibly know about you yet? Well, I'm glad that's what I'm here to do. Try to provide good advice and try to remind you. I've been through this before. I'm going to tell you my story, okay, Reeser? And then I'm going to get to you, Kuma. I fell in love with a pretty face once. I fell deep, hard in love with a pretty face once. She was everything I had seen in my head as the woman of my dreams. Physically. Mentally, she was broken beyond repair. Okay? I was instantly friend zoned. But I fell in love with a woman who would never love me back ever. I changed so many different things about myself during that time. I went from shy, introverted boy to very extremely outspoken guy, confident guy. I was trying to be everything she wanted me to be. And you know what I spent 7 years doing? Fixing myself. That's all I was doing. I wasn't improving my chances at a relationship. I even kind of half-heartedly asked her to marry me. She said no. And she said, I'm sorry, I just don't see us being like that. And when you picked those numbers specifically, they have a very significant role in that person's life. So when I saw that and I saw the cards, I was like, okay, I need to tell this guy not to please not go into obsession over this girl. Please. Okay? But I spent 7 years of my life trying to be her best friend while in love with her, giving her advice on how to date other guys. How screwed up is that? Okay, tell me how screwed up that is. Okay, but I'm over that shit now. I married the woman of my dreams now. I got what I wanted. It took me a while to get here, but I got the damn real thing now. And she wasn't the outward beauty. She wasn't. Just point blank. She didn't have the outward beauty that other girl did. But she had a soul that was more beautiful than her outside was. I'll tell you that. And I married that girl. Actually, she asked me to marry her. So there. So, you know what? It worked out for the best in the end, but I had a lot of growing up to do in that 7 years. I really, really did. So, a lot of that was spent questioning myself. A lot. What was wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? Why am I not? Can I be accepted? That's been a major issue in my life, honestly. I've really, that's why I come here and do readings. I strive and crave acceptance from people. I don't know why this has been a part of me all of my life, but I want to make friends. I want to be liked socially. You know what I'm saying? And throw me your numbers. So I was bullied. I was picked on a lot. I was the butt of everyone's joke. I was used and abused by some of my friends. And then some of my friends were real true friends, So, and you know what that whole 7 years taught me? It taught me what real love looked like. when I finally saw what real love looked like, I knew exactly what it was. So, you know, I'm thankful for that 7 years because without it, I don't think I would have been ready for a beautiful woman like the woman I married. I'm grateful for it. I'm glad I went through it. Not at the time I was going through it, of course, but okay. You know, I almost committed suicide 3 times because of that girl. Because I just thought it wasn't worth it anymore. I couldn't be loved, you know. So, but hey, I'm still here. And still remaining be here and have no thoughts of that any day. So, yeah. I was a pretty screwed up kid. All right, let me do your cleansing shuffle there, Kuma. I'm just going to call you Kuma. Like I said, when I saw the X, I was like, wait a minute. I know this name. And then I was like, oh, dear God, I didn't see the name. So here, a general reading for you. Okay, my friend? And I'm going to take a break after this reading to go take a restroom break. So I'm going to take a 15 to 10 minute break after this to go on restroom breaks. And then I will be back in that amount of time. But we're going to do your reading first. I don't have to go quite yet. It's just kind of, trust me, it takes a while for me to want to get going. So it's going to take a while to build up there. Here are your 2 official shuffles. Here we go. 1, 2, and the 8th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Why did I count that high? 14, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. And that would be the 8th card is now on top. These are right. Woo, change. Well, Kuma, Tribulator, whatever you want to call yourselves. Hi, nice to see you and welcome back. I really appreciate you returning and saying hi, by the way. I miss you. Like I said, when people change their names, I know they do that for reasons. So, but from what I'm feeling for you right now, you're very welcome, Racer. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and remind yourself of one very special thing here, Kuma. That you aren't the kind of person who's going to worry about the cracks that are happening underneath their feet. You're not walking in fear. You're not walking in standing still, afraid to move kind of stuff. The thing that I'm feeling freezing you in place right now is like some of my own deepest anxieties and I'm feeling a very anxiety kind of a feeling from you here. And there's something that you want to be able to move past and move forward of. And you feel like that's freezing you from your happiness. But you know that you have to stomp your feet to the ground and just start moving in a direction that's more positive, right? And that means that there's something that has to end here. And that means that you have to stop being afraid of whatever may or may not happen. And it feels like that, you know? It feels like you want to resolve it, but you're afraid you're going to step on the wrong crack or break the wrong bone or whatever. Okay, I saw what you just said there. Situation of parents, yeah. But you know there's change coming in the life. You know, as your parents get older, as you get older, change is going to happen. Okay, well, wait. We're going to take a 1-minute smoke break. And then I'll continue. See, I'm easy. I'll take all the time I need. There's not even anyone else here yet, so. I only need 5 more followers. Hey, if anybody's out there, can you give me 5 more followers? I really want to reach 666 followers today. just for grins and giggles. Hey guys, if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, remind you, if you guys want to come into my stream and get a reading for yourself, come to the Unknown Prophet 1 at twitch.tv. So come on there and put me in there. I'll put it in my server for you. Okay. I don't know if I'm a part of your Discord server, so send me a DM through the Discord, okay? That's a better way to get messages to me. Because if I see it in some server, random server, I don't know. But whatever you're putting into your server for you, thank you. All right, we're back. All right, back to the reading. So we were on the change card, right? And right now, for you, you're picking up the right kinds of change, the kind of change that fills you up inside, the kind of change that you've been wanting your whole life, or actually needing your whole life would be the better way of putting this. It's not about the wants anymore. It's about what you actually need and what actually will fill what remaining holes are left. And it means you have to go and experience new different things and take the right kind of change. Maybe you need small amount of change, a penny amount of change. That's a small tiny thing you know you can get past and get over. But the quarter dimes and nickels of the worlds are going to sometimes rock you and make you change into a new different world. Things are changing, but you can affect that change by collecting as much of that as you can so that when you're ready to go start spending it on other things, that's what it's all about. Putting that change to work so that that quarter goes in the right hole that heals that part of yourself that still has yet to heal. And I think part of the thing that you have yet to heal, and here's the advice for you for today, yeah, that you're a lot like my wife is. This is my wife's card. So if you have a significant other that you could go talk to today about how you're feeling and what things you're thinking about changing and just kind of keep them in the loop, I would suggest having that nice conversation with your significant other. You are a very stubborn person from time to time. So stubborn, in fact, it's hard to move you out of this place you do not want, to be in. So sometimes you spend a lot of your time trying to navigate around the issue rather than through the issue like you're supposed to. You've averted the issue for long enough in that deep, dark ocean. It's time to come up for a new breath of fresh air, but not any kind of fresh breath air, a whale's joy breath of fresh air. When you leap out of that ocean's floor for the very first time, and you take and breathe in that new life, and you say, today is the day I move past my stubbornness and embrace my free will, kitty, ho, freak, flag, fly moment person that's inside of me. I have to come up for that joyful leap out of my normal world and find a way to bring new life. Do you have an ad? No, you're a subscriber. You don't have ads. But there's good news to hear, because when you go back down into that ocean, now that you know that, you're now going to be able to swim through those issues, then around it. Remember, you're a big ass whale. People move out of your way, not the other way around. Okay? If there's a landmass you can't get past, and there's something that you can't get past or get over, then move on with it and just say, you know what? It was what it was. I need to move on. I need to stop being so damn stubborn, okay? But hey, that's on a you thingy, not on me thingy. So, maybe it's time to find the joyful leap of life once again and come up for that new breath of air and scream with that joyful song that a whale sings when they breach that surface floor. The reason you hear a whale sing when it comes out is it's exhaling all of that death and inhaling all of that life. And here we are with the death card as the reason you're going through all of it, because the old person you don't want to be has to finally die. The old person you no longer want to be has to finally die. Not in a physical way, but maybe a mental way, maybe even a spiritual way, maybe even a slight physical way that you can burn some kind of paper doll or something like that. I usually give people um my grave advice when they get this card, so I'm going to give you that advice. So, if you are feeling like you are ready to move on, would you like my advice? Would you like a way to help you be able to definitively end this era of your life and begin anew starting the day you do this? Are you ready to really change? Are you really ready move into a destiny you want to live and be happy? Okay then. Here's my suggestion for you, okay? I need you to go find a box. Any size box. I don't care what kind of size it is. Make it as big or as little as you want it to be. Decorate it if you wish, but I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time decorating it, okay? Nothing plastic, okay? And inside of this, I want you to write on little sheets of paper everything that you don't want in your life. And I want you to be definitive when you put it in this box. As I am setting this into my coffin, I am now going to be putting this to rest as of today. And you're going to mentally, physically, and maybe even make a paper representation or a doll representation of the person you used to be. And that's the person we're allowing to die. So as you start to fill the box up, and when you begin to feel like it's too full for you to carry any longer, that's when it is time to go hold your Viking funeral for that old self that you have. Get your bonfire, get your fire stove, get your gas grill, get your fire charcoal grill. I don't care what device you use, but I want you to go there and I want you to hold an actual funeral for that old person you want to let go and die. And I want you to hold a funeral. I want you to say goodbye to it like you were saying goodbye to a loved one, because you are. Cry, laugh, whatever way, let it all out as you start to see the flames hit that box. And you start to see that box dissolve away in front of you. I want you to imagine all of those things burning completely away from you. And then after that, I need you to do one very special thing for me. Take 3 days, no more, no less, to grieve the loss of that which you have just let go of. But the second you reach that acceptance on that third day is your rebirthing day. The fourth day, you become a new you. The you want yourself to be. You get to fill yourself up with everything that you do want. So it's your responsibility to parent yourself here and make yourself grow up the way you want your new baby soul to grow up. It's time. It's time to let it go and let it all be in that box. And it's something that was given to me a long time ago that helped me move past a lot of my issues. When I did this for myself, it was one of the most expressive, deeply painful, expressively relieving, complete things I've ever done in my life. And I'll tell you, and on that last day when I started to rebuild myself, and I'll tell you, the day I started to rebuild myself, I became the unknown prophet. That was the day I became the unknown prophet. And that was 5 years ago. Before that, you don't want to know what my life was like, because it was not fun. It wasn't. Not at all. But I love it still. Not fun, but I am more than a survivor. I'm more than just a survivor in this world. I am a champion. I am a warrior. I am a good friend, and I am a constant companion. And another thing, Kuma, now, when you go into this new life, I don't care what you call yourself online, keep that. But when you say you are the name you call yourself, empower that name. Empower that name to mean something to you that's more than who you are. Imagine the person you want yourself to be and start to take step by step by step. Make a plan for it. Be determined about that plan, but cut through your own bullshit doing it. Maybe review a little bit of the past, but you got to find a way to let it go and move forward. And this is the thing that helped me in my life. I hope it truly helps you. Let me know how it goes for you. Let me know how it all works out. I would love to know. But I wish you best in the journey. I think that you're ready for a rebirth. You're ready for the. You ever hear the old adage? Only a phoenix can rise from the ashes. You're not going to be a phoenix. You're going to be the flame. And the bird might be powerful, but that fire element, fuck that shit. Your fire element. Yeah, the phoenix, the bird that comes out of the fire, is what happens when you transform. But in between the worlds of. Yeah, okay, you get it. I just was like, maybe I have to explain it, but now you get it. Okay, okay. I don't need to over explain myself either. But you are the flame that ignites the phoenix. That's kind of the way I want to put that. You are the flame that ignites the phoenix. But not just any phoenix, because you're not being born a bird, you're being born the best possible version of you. And strive to make right what once went wrong in hopes that one day you can reach your perfect self. We all try. I'm going to take a 5 to 10 minute break, guys. I'm going to turn on the pretty music for you, and we'll let you watch my Be Right Back screen. So I will see you in about 10 to 15 minutes. I will be right back.
Through the ups and downs, highs and lows, together we conquer the fears that impose. Hand in hand, we'll face any weather, for in our unity we find strength together. We're not alone in this journey we're on. With hearts entwined, we'll forever belong. Through thick and thin, we'll always be strong. 'Cause together we know we belong. into the night. I wear no frown, no limit to where I can go. In my heart, the universe will always glow like a shooting star. I fly so high, exploring the unknown, reaching for the sky. No walls can keep me confined in this cosmic adventure. I'll always find I'm free to dance, I'm free to fly in this endless space. I touch the sky, no boundaries, no limits. I am the unknown. I found my truest home in this journey I've grown. Yeah.
Currently, I'm reloving Inception. Inception.
I found my truest home in this journey I've grown. Oh yeah. In the shadows of the night, I
Wrong
used
button.
to roam where the
Oops,
light
no, wrong
would
button.
shine.
Press the wrong button on my stream deck.
Tomorrow's the day when
We're gonna listen to some music.
free.
A little bit lighter than that. No? No.
Free from the chains that hold me down, I dance into the night.
So welcome back, everybody. I am the Unknown Prophet. If you're watching on any other platform, if you would like a reading, please come to your twitch.tv, the Unknown Prophet one, just like it sounds. Prophet like as in I am the prophet, you know, not prophet like I need money. All right, these are completely 100% free readings. I would absolutely love any and all donations and or gifts you would like to give me for the readings I am giving you today. But I am here to help people find the best possible path forward. And as I was being taught today by a very good friend of mine, that there is nothing wrong with me. That I have to understand that that's what's wrong with me. I think there's something still wrong with me that people just don't like. There's nothing wrong with me, and I have to let that go in my head. And I was told a lot when I was a little boy that there was stuff wrong with me. You know, I was told by teachers I wasn't smart enough. I wouldn't be able to do or accomplish things. I had friends that I thought were friends who bullied me and misused me as their friend. And I had real true friends who were so simple and so real. The real friends that I had that I just lost contact with because life happens. You know, there have been some really decent friends out there. They just haven't been in my life as long, you know. And the energies that I now show, I don't know why my chat box isn't working either. What the heck? Chat box, chat. Now that I see something that's gone wonky with my stream, I gotta fix it now. You have been blocked due to you being deemed a bot. Okay. Alright, that works. Do 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 do. So hopefully you're all having a beautiful day out there. I hope you're having the best day ever. As we continue our journey towards doing more readings for people, we'll see what happens today. It's been I know yesterday was Memorial Day. I want to thank all men and women of service, no matter where you have served. Thank you very much for your service as of yesterday. I forgot to say this, so I feel kind of bad. Thank you. I'm very passionate about men and women of service. I don't care if you're a cop. I don't care if you're a nurse. I don't care if you're a doctor. If you are doing something to help somebody else out, yeah, you get paid for it. But you're also responsibility to be that caregiver we need you to be, and that person who follows the rules and the laws and all the other things as well. To all of our politicians out there, stop bickering and fighting about the stupid shit. Can we please just start to work on getting this country back onto a track that doesn't make some kind of weird, crumbly sense, and get rid of Trump? He needs to go to jail. He needs to go to prison. Federal prison.
In the heart of the city, where the lights shine so bright, I'm feeling lost and weary, like I'm stuck in the night. But deep inside, I know where I belong. It's where my family is waiting, where the love is strong. I've been away for so long, chasing dreams far and wide, and now my soul is yearning for a place where I can find, through the laughter and the tears, the memories we share. There's no place like home where love is always there. I'm coming back to where I belong, to the ones who've been with me all along, through ups and downs, the rights and wrongs. I'm coming back to where I belong, where I belong. I'm cut wrongs. I'm coming back to where I belong. I'm coming back to where I belong, to the ones who've been with me all along, through ups and downs, the rights and wrongs. I'm coming back to where I belong. In the shadows of the night,
I need that.
Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom, I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal.
Oh God, got something on my eye. Sleep in my eye or something, dirt. Oh, that's better. So I hope that anyone who's out there watching, if you would like a reading, if you're on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, please come to twitch.tv, the Unknown Prophet 1. I will put that in the chat again so you guys can see that.
Feeling better. I think he's gonna eat this time. Last time we did a Catzilla, he literally just stood here and just stared at us.
And for anyone who needs it, here is my
At that point still, he was not eating.
my chat, and it's also pinned at the top of my chin, so if you guys would like, go check that out. I'm at twitch.tv, the Unknown Prophet 1. You see it on your screen right now. You can also search for me on any of the social media sites and you'll find me. Check out my link tree, guys, for more information. If you want to know more about me or what I do or how I do it, please don't be afraid to contact me. I also offer private readings. If you would like a private reading with me, I do not charge, but I do ask that you tip something for the reading. Okay, so I don't give you a standard amount. $10, I put it on my Patreon. My Patreon members get first crack at my private reading. So if you want to be in my private reading list and want to get a private reading, you gotta be a Patreon member. That's how you get some of the exclusive stuff. I'm gonna start to do some behind the scenes stuff, maybe show you, what I go through and how I get myself ready for the day and stuff like that. I don't know what you guys would like to see and hear while you're here at the Unknown Prophet Tarot reading. I always try to give you guys the best advice, and when I don't have things to talk with you guys about, I tell you about my life. So, like I said, today has been a very introspective day for me because my whole life I've been trying to find friends. My whole life I wanted to be popular. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be seen. I wanted to be heard, like a lot of us do. And a lot of us who are on the social media streaming services are doing that for that specific reason. To be seen, to be heard, to be honored for the people that they are, or whatever way they put their energies out into this world. Because everyone has their own unique energy, and everyone has their own unique path that they have to take. Just like me, most of my life, I've also used friends to my advantage. I can't lie. I'm just as guilty as that as they are of me. And there's a part of me that doesn't trust myself, maybe. Buried down into the very deep part of myself. There's a part of myself that doesn't trust myself around other people because of what was drilled into me when I was a kid and because of what I thought of myself for a long time. I've only been doing this for 5 years, guys, so, to come the way I have come in this last 5 years, the growth that I have done in this last 5 years, I've done more growth in this last 5 years than I did in the entirety of the life before that. I truly do. I mean, I really moved past a lot of the issues that I had. I let go of my worry finally. I don't no longer live under constant worry. I also started taking medication to help with that. You know, I take medication for my depression and anxieties. It doesn't seem like it, but part of the reason I'm so emoty here is because I do have an emotional defective brain, you know, and a chemical that I can't control makes me depressed, you know, and because my life is pretty happy as it is. I mean, I don't have any reasons to be depressed, but I am, just because of a chemical that's in my body. Now, I use another chemical to counteract the chemical that's being provided to me by my own damn body. You know, but then again, I also can't lose weight because I don't exercise enough and other things that I don't do on a regular basis for myself as well. I'm not always the cleanest person. I'm not gonna lie. We don't have a washer and dryer right now, so I can't even wash clothes right now. That's the biggest thing. Is not being able to wash our clothes right now. And, well, our washer works, our dryer doesn't. So it's kind of hard to wash clothes when you can't dry them too. So we need to find a way to get a new dryer somehow. I'm going to have to start looking at dryers. I'm going on Amazon for that bitch, though. I'm going to put you over. I don't need that. I don't need that. Only $500. Oh, I wish. All-in-one washer and dryer. Now that would be the way to go. One piece of thing instead of two pieces of shit. I really like things like that. Okay, I gotta see something here. I want to see if that what's the cheapest they have. Ooh, that's not too bad. If I had that kind of money. Ooh. Do. Maybe I just cut out for today. So it's an electric. You don't have to worry about gas anymore. And maybe that's just the best thing to do. One thing, more room over there. See that back. So it still hooks up with the hoses for the water and stuff like that. Okay, so that's the drain, right? Where the water comes in and goes out. Same thing. Where's the drain though for it? Is this the drain or is this? No, that has to be the drain because it. Well, how does it get the water then? Hey Valerie, sorry I just saw you. I was looking for washer and dryers. You know, but that's not going to happen. I'll look at that more. All right, Toast, tell me when you're ready. Whenever you're ready here, you're going to be my last reading. I'm going to get out of here after this. It's just too slow today. Clearing the cards off for you, Valerie. I'm just not feeling it today. It's okay. Didn't give myself a day off yesterday. Maybe I'll take a longer day off today. All right, here are your 3 official shuffles there, Valerie. 1, 2, and 3. And the 5th card, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th card for love. Since these are the last cards I have to tell you about, no God cards today. Putting the rest of my cards away here. Oh. So June for love, right? Part of what I'm feeling right now is that I think maybe not intentionally, but on maybe in our head sometimes we subconsciously do things we don't mean to do, but you're kind of, it feels like you're blocking yourself from all the options available. And I don't know if you're looking for a certain type of guy, a kind of style of guy, or whatever person that you want in your life, or girl, or whatever it is that you feel that you want, you know? But there's something blocking you from that happiness. And most of it is because of your own fear and doubt that has to do with it. So they want you to try to understand that sometimes you put up this barrier that people don't know how to get through. And all you have to do is to try to melt down that icy exterior. Stop trying to protect yourself from the harm you might incur when love comes and doesn't work out. More than embrace that every day will have love within it. And as long as it lasts that way, it will continue to be that way. But when it ends, it ends. And I know we all take up breakups the very hardest way possible. But from what I'm feeling for June, don't block yourself or keep yourself blocked into one specific kind of person or way of looking at someone. Maybe look out of your normal wheelhouse of what you look for in a person. Maybe there's someone that you need that's a little bit more emotionally free. So maybe you need someone who is raised by a single mother like me, who's a very more emotionally tied in man, who's got a lot more feminine side, or got an equal masculine feminine side. So they can also give you the kind of emotional support I feel like you want in that. And in June, it's about letting out the right kinds of emotions and showing the right kind of feelings for the people that you are interested in. Just sharing how you're attracted to them. Let's find out more about one another. Let's get to knowing more about who we are as people. But I have to be more emotionally free with myself too, for them to see me as well. And then the last thing that the higher powers or gods or whatever you want to call them are telling you here is that you may have been in the darkness, but guess what happens in the darkness? Dreams, sleep, rest, recovery, rebuilding, rebirth. All those things happen in darkness. All those things are possible because all those things have yet to happen. And you're walking into the unknown portion of the free will game time. It's basically down to a choice. You can either keep living in the misery you've been putting yourself in, or you can take yourself out of your comfort zone, really ask yourself, what you want in a partner, not by what they look like on the outside, but what their soul looks like on the inside. Then match the body. You know what I'm saying? If you can fall in love with a perfectly ugly person and be perfectly beautifully happy, I don't care. And it depends on what you define as ugly, okay? But part of the reason that June will be they don't want you to have to relearn this lesson over and over again. So they don't want you to keep going the same cycles that you've been going. It's time to break the cycle. It's time to learn something from this last experience that you were in and all the past love experiences. We're going to tally those up and only look at the facts of what worked and what didn't work. Take what did work in your relationships, and those are the most important things to you. Learn those lessons and teach yourself how to love yourself as much as you love the other person, but you have to say, I accept your love back in return and accept you for who you are and all the icky parts too. Something about this is kind of saying they want to kind of put you through a little bit of a test drive here, I think. And as long as you can move out of those old bad patterns, that relationship will start to work out. I am seeing someone coming for you, male, in your age range, maybe a tiny bit younger than you, very free will spirited, long hair. He's got the Tom Ellis kind of a look to him. You know, he's got that full, nice, he's got a beard, kind of like I do, but it's darker, of course. I see darker hair, like a dark, like maybe even black to brown. I'm not sure what this is, color this is. It's definitely within the black to brown phase, okay? And I'm also seeing them wearing a lot of just they have their own style, but it's not too intrusive, but they do have their own way of dressing, and they're proud of that. So they're going to be unique. They're going to be a unicorn. Let's just put it that way. They're going to be a very, very beautiful unicorn. And I think that that's the person that's coming for you, and that's coming within 2 to 3 months from what I'm seeing in my head. June is just the start. What's LOL about then? Is there someone in your life right now that matches that description? That you like? That you kind of wanted to get to know better? Maybe you should go ask them out on a date. Well, have you ever thought of him in that way? Has he ever given you any clues that he thinks of you that way? And he's got a warm, beautiful soul about him. He's got that softer heart. You know, might have a rough exterior sometimes, but he has a sensitive side. He cries during the girly movies. He cries when a puppy dies. All that fun stuff, you know. He's not afraid to show his emotions. That's what I'm feeling from this gentleman. Okay, I sometimes get age wrong, but I knew he was close to you in age. Have you ever considered him? Or put him in that box? And saw, maybe I should ride that pony? Ride that pony? Okay. You put whatever context you want in. So, okay, yeah. And maybe, I don't know if, I think, because what I'm feeling is he might have an attraction to you, but he's shy about saying stuff like that. He's not a very PDA kind of guy. You know, he doesn't like a lot of PDA, public affection, all the time. But he does like a fair amount of it. You know, appropriate, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. And it just feels like he's just waiting for a signal saying there's a green light here, kind of a deal. So there might be an opportunity there. If you want to seek that out, give her a shot. That's what I'm seeing in my head is someone that could be right for you. So that's up to you to decide whether you want to take that risk or not. It's time to risk something, though, Valerie. Things can't keep being the same and keep going over the same ugly old dudes you've been going after. Will you please stop going after at least those guys? Please, 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 please. You're better than that. I don't know. You got a type for sure. I don't know. It's not exactly bad boy ish. It's more bad boy light. I consider myself a light bad boy. I wish I could marry a lawyer, Valerie, but I'm already married. Sorry. You missed out. But, just that kind of stuff. Hey, I wish you the best no matter what you choose to do, no matter what you choose to happen. But you know what? I'm here to support and love you all along the way. Thank you, Valor, for coming on in today and showing me support, showing me all the stuff. I don't expect you to come along with me for my raid. I'm just going to go right off to Cam on the Cob. We're going to go try to win $201 and giving some money and maybe increasing our bank accounts because mine's drained, completely emptied. So I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to leave you with some outro music and get you going on your way here, guys. So I will see you guys tomorrow and see you then when we get by, and we'll see you then. Remember, I will leave you with, let's see, what good song do you guys need today? So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.